So my cantaloupe is ripe. About half of it, almost half of it was bad. So I cut around it. There's still a little bad part right there I'm not going to eat. But my gosh, my first thoughts. Literally the best melon I've ever had in my life. Homegrown melon. No fertilizers used, nothing. Oh, it's just delicious. Ser vegano es fácil. Ser vegano es fácil. Hey there, YouTube, Veganomix here. Just wanted to do a quick video today. So, two things. Basically, this video is going to be how to do 30 bad, 80-10-10, high carb, low fat diet, lifestyle on a budget. What are your options? And the other thing is, what do you do if you can't sleep? Alright. Number one, what do you do if you are on a strict, tight budget? Number one, I suggest getting a box of bananas. A whole box of bananas. Let it ripen. They're usually between 25 and 40 bucks for the organic, maybe between 20 and 30 bucks for the conventional bananas. Let them ripen up and go to town on those, man. Make some smoothies. Oh, that's the other thing. Bananas, water, raw organic cane sugar, or coconut sugar. Those, I mean, that can be a staple part of your diet and be nutritious, be very, very healthy. I just want to go through some of the things that are in bananas real quick with you guys. So if you eat 10 bananas, just 10 bananas a day, you're getting 1,000 calories from hopefully whole, organic, ripe, raw fruit, right? Let's see. 24% water, which, you know, bananas don't have that much water, but they're a quarter water. I never knew that. You're getting 270 grams of carbs, okay? So depending on your weight, you know, Durian Rider suggests having 10 grams of 10 grams of carbs for every kilo that you weigh. So I weigh close to, I don't know, something like 70-something kilos. I haven't done the conversion in a while, but you know, you do the math. So that's, you know, about a third. Just from 10 bananas, that's about a third of the carbs I need. Which, if you do the math with the calories too, that would be about 3,000 calories, which is what Durian Rider advocates. He says girls at least 3,000, guys at least 3,500. I personally think guys can also get away with just 3,000 and this is a big if you don't do a lot of exercise. If you're doing more than 20 minutes of exercise a day, I suggest 3,500, just like Durian Rider. And I think he wants people to be able to eat enough so that they have the energy to go out and exercise and do the things that they love to do, right? So you're getting 31 grams of fiber. You're getting just 4 grams of fat. You're getting 13 grams of protein. Let's just look at this. You're getting zinc. You're getting selenium. You're getting 4,000 milligrams of potassium. That's too much potassium. No, it's not. Phosphorus. You're getting manganese. You're getting magnesium. You're getting iron. You're getting copper. You're getting calcium. I just got a phone call. You're getting calcium. You're getting a small amount of calcium. You're getting vitamin K. Getting vitamin E. You're getting more than 100% of copper, manganese. Potassium is at 90%. Vitamin B6, vitamin C, you're getting 79% of B5, niacin, you're getting B2, you're getting B1. So, I mean, bananas are such an underrated fruit. Back to eating 80-10-10, high carb, low fat, vegan diet on a budget. Chico. Some staple foods that I... So, again, going back to eating economically on this lifestyle. Box of bananas. Surprisingly, dates are actually pretty cheap per calorie. You know, the ratio of calories to price is actually very favorable with and efficient with dates. You know, if you shop at your local store, you probably get around 1,000 calories of dates in those small boxes for around $4. Okay, you can't do that with oranges. You can hardly do that with any other fruit. You know, I can think of bananas are one that you can definitely do that with. One banana has around 100 calories, 110, 90, depending on the size. Other foods, now we go into the cooked stuff, because like bananas and dates are really the only cheap fruits that I can really think of. You know, apples are relatively expensive. And the other ones, like tomatoes and stuff like that, just don't have enough calories to give them a high enough importance on this diet. I mean, you can add tomatoes for flavor with your high-carb cooked meal, for sure. But you wouldn't want to eat you could do this if you love tomatoes. Eat like 20 tomatoes, because it's only going to give you, close to 300, maybe 400 calories. It's like, what's the point? It's not very cost efficient. So, let's think. Rice is one that I eat rice literally at least every other day. At least every other night I'm eating a rice dish. Potatoes I eat a lot less of, just because there's something about potatoes I just don't like to get really full on them. I kind of have this thing, like I eat them probably once or twice a week. Then I eat rice at least every other day. And I'll eat pasta in between there. So pasta's another one. Rice. Beans. Whenever you can add beans to whatever dish you want. You know, I sometimes I eat a can at a time. And I don't recommend that, because beans have a lot more protein, of course, so they're going to throw your ratio a little off. But another reason is, for me personally, I don't feel as regular with my bowels if I'm eating beans all the time, or if I eat a whole can of beans compared to like a half a can of beans. Food that's good to have in the morning if you can't get fruit is oats. You can get organic oats relatively cheap, maybe $3-4 for a container about this big. So if you cook enough oats to fill yourself in the morning, it usually is about $1 for that meal. And then you can add brown sugar, you can add coconut sugar, you can add bananas, you can add, you know what I mean? So you can play with all these things to make a relatively cheap meal. I'm going to give you like a whole day's worth of cheap stuff that you can do. So let's say you have oatmeal in the morning, you throw in some bananas and coconut sugar. Literally $2 to $3 for that meal for one person. Not very expensive. Maybe even $2 on the lower side if it's not organic, if it's whatever, if you get a deal on your bananas or whatever. $2 to $3 for that breakfast meal. $4 for a thing of dates. And let's say that was, 800 calories. I have a hard time eating a lot of oats because it's a little more fattening, it's a little more protein, so you can feel them. You can feel those calories more. They're not as clean, they're not as lean. Yes, 800 calories, let's say, from the oats, the bananas, the brown sugar, 800 to 1,000. 1,000 calories with the dates. Let's say you have a package of dates. Now we're at around, what, $6 to $7 for breakfast and lunch. And if you really want to get fancy, go ahead and make some Daterade. Get your blender, take all the pits out of your dates, and pop them in the blender, bunch of water, let it cycle for a minute. You've got Daterade. You can add some vanilla drops, whatever you want in there. Not whatever you want, but you know what I mean. So it's always better. Dates are kind of they don't have a very high water content, so you want to drink a lot of water with dates, or make Gatorade, which has water, a lot of water. So what are we at? We're about 1,800, 2,000 calories. This leaves your cooked carb meal. Let's say you have, I don't know, two cups of uncooked rice. Now for me, that is about, because each bag that I buy is about 6 to 7 uncooked cups of rice, and they cost about $4. It's organic jasmine rice, and so if you divide that by 3, it's less than $2. And let's say you like tomatoes, buy a whole $2 worth of tomatoes is probably plenty. And let's say you like lemon, so tomatoes and a lemon, blend it up, put some pepper in there, maybe some, I don't know, oregano or whatever your favorite spice is, maybe some. And here's the thing: when I use, I've done research on turmeric, curcumin. I don't know how to say it, but there are so many health benefits of incorporating that into your daily routine. So a teaspoon, a tablespoon. So I add that to my rice in the water, and I mix it around, and it's relatively cheap. It's, I don't know, $4 for a big thing of turmeric. Like I bought my turmeric it's in a bottle like this, maybe $5, and I use a lot every single day, and it's been 10 months since I've been on this, and I haven't even gotten halfway down the bottle. So I mean, yeah, in the beginning you might be buying things like condiments, or not condiments, but like I guess they are condiments, or seasonings, not seasonings, but what am I trying to say? Herbs and spices was the word I was looking for. Herbs and spices. So, sometimes I eat 2,000 calories at dinner of rice and tomatoes and whatever, beans. A can of beans is around 400 calories, something like that. And all of this is plant-based. I mean, you can't get better than this. You can't get better than this diet, and it's really cool because you do have so many options. Other topic I wanted to talk about was getting enough. Oh, what happens if you don't get enough sleep or you can't sleep? Well, I'll give you a perfect example. My brother's baby was born yesterday. We went in at about 9 o'clock at night, and we left at about 5:30 in the morning. I got about 1 hour of sleep, horrible sleep, in the hospital waiting room. Beautiful baby, big baby. But what do you do? Like today, I mean, I'm going on literally. Well, I've taken a nap, but I had an event, a bilingual event that I had to go to from 10 to 12, and I was like babysitting kids while their parents were at this presentation. And how did I get the energy to do that? I had 1 hour of sleep. I'll tell you what I did. I got enough water and I got enough sugar. I made sure I ate like 8 bananas before I went to this event, and I drank probably 3 bottles of water, the smaller bottles of water, while I was at this event. And I was fine, The funny thing is, when you're carbed up and when you have enough water, and dehydration is a very big player in feeling like tired. I mean, like this video if you agree with that, but for me, halfway through the day, if I'm at school and I've been talking a lot, I get really thirsty, and I drink so much water just because of that. My mouth dries up, and I start to feel tired a little bit. So that's another thing. It's like, also get active. If you haven't had that much sleep, first thing is get enough water, get enough sugar, move around. Like, I was in this room watching these kids, like, coloring pages, doing these puzzles, playing with little blocks on the ground, and I was going to each kid and just like saying, "Oh, that looks really good. Like, what is this? So what are you gonna do next?" Stuff like that. And you use the energy from that food to just move around, and it's just like right now I'm not even tired, but I know by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight I'm gonna just pass out, which is awesome. So that's what you do if you haven't had enough sleep. If you don't have enough water, that's kind of tough because water is like one of the most important things. It is probably the most important thing on this diet is to get enough water. Water, sugar, and sleep are the three most important things. You'll hear that from Durian Rider in a lot of his videos. Sleep, water, sugar. Alright guys, that's about it. So again, I'm Veganomix. Thanks for watching this video. Click the like button if you liked it. Comment, subscribe. Any questions I will take and do in the next video or whatever. So, hope you're having a great weekend. I just became an uncle, so I'm very happy about that. And may your dates always be dank. Thanks for watching.